Okay. So you know what, dude? I thought everything froze, but it's just laggy. It's just everything's just a bit laggy on the internet here, but I'm okay. I'm still using my secondary source for my internet. I'm still at home. My staycation is still a thing, but I am here ready to go on a glorious Sunday for you guys to stream. But anyway, what's up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. You guys let me know how everything sounds. How's the audio? How's the video? Is everything sounding and looking okay? I'm trying to do my best to improve my secondary setup that I have here while I'm on my staycation. So hopefully you guys are doing okay. But I know I'm doing good. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. Hopefully you guys are all well. So I think everything should be good. I'm looking, looks like everything's running perfect. Looks like everything is running absolutely perfect. So shout outs to everybody who came through to the stream today. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. Got NFL football on. People are probably watching that. Playing some games. Callum complaining about Metroid Dread or Metroid, Metroid, was it Samus Returns? For some reason he's playing Samus Returns. Fraud playing it. Freaking, what was it, 4 years later? So let's go ahead and let's fix this top stream ninja stuff here. All right. So shout outs to everybody here. Seriously, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I do appreciate you guys. So real quick, before we get into everything, make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button. And remember, guys, make sure you guys check out the videos. A lot of you guys are asking me, hey, OJ, are you still on your staycation? What's going on with literally every single video I make on the channel. I say, hey guys, we're kind of ramping things back up, but I'm still, taking a break. I'm on using my secondary equipment. Like I say that in every single video, and people come here that I see that are normals. You guys aren't watching any videos because for the past 2 weeks, I've said that in every video. I don't have my normal setup, so some of you guys aren't watching any videos, so make sure you guys come through. I give you guys the information in the vids. I give you guys the information in the live stream. So there's no need to ask me, hey, are you still on this vacation, when I literally said that in my video this morning and the day before and the day before, every single video that I've made, so yeah. Any Spawncast questions, $5. $5 for any Spawncast questions, alright? So make sure you donate $5 and I'll answer any Spawncast questions you guys have, alright? Alright, so let's see here. Let's get into shoutouts. So if you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to all my peeps here. Yo! Shamsa with the ghetto! Yo, Shamsa with the ghetto. Rine Tensei. Yo, Shamsa, what is good? Yo, Shamsa, the Hokage is always watching, always supporting. Let's go. Shout outs. Diamond Knuckles, I wasn't just talking to you, bro. I'm talking like a lot of people like hit me up on Twitter and stuff like that. I actually wasn't talking to you though. But shout outs to Shamsa. Thank you for the one hundo. Just play Pandora's Castle, My Castle Town, Queen, Cool Mixtape, Elegance, Elegant Entrance, Giga Size, and Big Shot from Delta Room Chapter 2. All right, we were talking about that. Me and Shamsa were talking about some of the coolest Delta Room music. So absolutely, Shamsa, I'll get that going for you. You guys give some big love, respect, and emote Shamsa with the coming through. Like always, with the big support, Shamsa, one of the all-time elite Hokage-esses of the village, the Hokage-ess of the village. So thank you so much, Shamsa. I do appreciate that. I really do. You guys give some love to Shamsa like always. Always showing mad love, not just to me, but to lots of content creators out there. Shamsa is truly an amazing person. But thank you so much for your support, Hokage and Top Stream Ninja. Appreciate you, Shamsa. Appreciate that. So yeah. Matthias, just hold on and wait. I'll answer all questions in just a bit, okay? We'll answer questions about Smash Brothers and when I'm streaming and all that in just a bit, okay? Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and you'll never miss any time that I start anything or anything like that, all right, guys? So I can't always give you exact times when I'm starting something. Like, it's not that day yet, so I don't know when I'm starting. So just make sure you click the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you just stay tuned and all that, and you'll find out when I'm doing stuff and all that. All right, Shamsa, let's get your music going right now. All right, let's get your music going right now. Pandora Castle from Delta Room Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Alright. I love my Moa versus Capcom, but this is all extended. Do we have... Okay, here we do have a regular one here. Alright. Hopefully you guys can hear it well. Okay. Let's go and let's get into the next shout-outs. So if you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to all my lovely people. Yo, Thomas, Kassan, thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate that. Shamsa, Evie445, what's good? Welcome. Gizmo Games, good afternoon. What's the streaming setup right now? What's the streaming setup right now? What do you mean by that? Let's see. What's up, Jaybird? Welcome to the stream. Thomas, Kassan, what's up? Sora, right? that's what the rumors. That's what the leak per se say. Thomas, thank you for subscribing. That's what they're saying right now, man. It's looking like Sora could be it, but I have a video tomorrow where I go in depth why it could not be Sora, why it could not be Sora, and the leak could be incorrect. So I talk about it in depth. So we'll talk about that more. I want to get you guys' predictions for the final Smash character too. So you guys, I know there's gonna be some troll predictions too, but should be fun. Almighty Savage Animator, what's good? Flying Hippo, what is good? Elway 84, what's up? Welcome. Dior Wilson, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Cuts Lenovo, what's good? Trap Lord Huey, what's up? There's a leak. Yeah, you didn't see my video on the Super Smash Brothers leak that happened? Go watch the vid. Trap Lord Huey, go watch the vid. I made a vid about it this week. You didn't see it? Sorry for if there's any audio or background noise, guys. I got some people outside that are yelling or something like that, or they're playing some music or they're yelling or something. So terribly sorry about that. And I miss my computer glasses. I'm so sad that I locked my computer glasses in the room and did not take them out with me. Oh my gosh, and I'm not allowed to buy anything. I'm not allowed to buy any equipment. My own self-imposed rules, I'm not allowed to buy any video games. Or, well, I can download digitally, but I'm not allowed to buy any equipment or stuff like that. So I can't just like buy another mic or buy another thing. I just got to use what I have. So self-imposed rules. Unfortunate. Let's see here. So let's see here. What's up, Dank Beam Center X? What's up, Coloco? What's up, OJ? Enjoying some barbecue and football. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. What kind of hardware and software are you using to live stream? I don't really feel like answering right now, bro. I'm using normal software and hardware to live stream, bro. Nothing crazy. Let's see here. Armchair, what's good, man? Welcome. Even beating how loud I was during Banjo and Steve's reveals. Yeah. Let's see here. Do I think the negativity surrounding the OLED will tank Dread's launch? Go watch my videos, Callum. Go watch my videos before asking me a question like that. I've literally made like 7 or 8 videos with sales updates in terms of the OLED and Dread's launch and how it's doing it. You're coming here and asking me that. Go watch my vids, man. You've been here for too long to be asking me something that stupid. Let's see here. Karen Buckley. What's good, Karen Buckley? Go watch the vids, man. You're obviously not watching them, or you don't care. And you do this all the time, too. You'll ask me the most basic or weird, negative questions on stuff that I've already answered like a million times. Like, I've already made so many videos about that. Why are you not watching them? What negativity around the OLED? What, some weird people online? You know the answer. We all know the answer to these type of questions. You think the negativity surrounding Pokemon will affect the sales of Pokemon? No. You think the negativity surrounding the Switch's weak hardware compared to Xbox and PlayStation will affect the launch of the Switch? No. You think the negativity surrounding this will affect the launch? No. The answer is always no. Every time it's no. It's always no with Switch. So just go watch the vids or look at the actual proof. What do we need to even answer these questions anymore for? They're so stupid. No, and no. It's always no. But go watch the vids. If you don't believe me, go watch the vids. Go watch the vids. It's literally every single time. You think the negativity surrounding Pokemon Let's Go and it not having any Pokemon battling will affect the sales? No. You think the negativity surrounding it will? No. Every time it's no. There's never been a time where it has affected it. Can anybody give me any time where it has affected it with any major controversy, where the sales have been down or it affects it? Can anybody give me any time with any major game? Because there's been controversies with like a million different major games on Switch or hardware or whatever the case is. Can anybody tell me when it's actually affected it, like multiple times? Because I can tell you like a million times where it hasn't. So can anybody tell me when? Why are we still asking questions like this? Any Spawncast questions, $5 each for any Spawncast questions, okay? $5. So if you want me to ask a Spawncast question, $5. Um, so let's see here. No, we're talking with the Switch. We're not going to back. We're not doing Federation Force. We're not doing any of that. We're talking with the Switch. We're talking with the Switch. We're not talking 3DS or Wii U. We're talking with Switch. With Switch. 3DS is not the same thing. We're not talking about the history of Nintendo. No, we're talking with Switch. With Switch. Stay on topic, Callum. Don't try to move the goalposts so you can be right on this. Let's see here. Diablo 2 is number 1 on Switch. Activision doesn't affect sales. Nothing will. Yeah, I know. Seriously. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. That's a Wii U game. That's not a Switch game. That is a Wii U game. Stay on topic with Switch. If you give me one more game that's not Switch, if you give me one more thing that's not Switch, okay, I'm going to time you out. Can we talk about Virtual Boy? No, we can't talk about Virtual Boy because apparently you guys can't hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch. We're not talking about any other system. Okay? We're talking about the Switch. Hey, what's up, Trap Lord? It's good to see you as well. I mean, it's a Switch port. No, it's a Wii U game. That is a Wii U game. And there wasn't any negativity surrounding the launch of Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Switch. Now, if you want to talk about the negativity surrounding it on the Wii U, then okay. But there was no negativity surrounding Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Switch. They just said, we were like, oh, that game's coming. Cool. But there was no negativity, like, oh my gosh, there was no big controversy with that. So stop trying to move the goalpost, Callum. Thanks for providing the content for today. I appreciate it. It's always fun when you provide something stupid for you, something stupid that you say so I can just destroy it like I usually do. It's always fun. It's always fun. But at the same time, no, that's a Wii U game. The controversy was all on the Wii U. When it came to the Switch, there was no big controversy. There was no national decks or any type of thing where people were making. Nobody cared when Tokyo Mirage Sessions came to the Switch. So no, there was none. So you gonna try again, or are we gonna maybe Mario Maker 2? Mario Maker 2 sold 7+ million copies. Did it affect the sales? I'm not talking about a controversy at all. I'm talking about where it's going to affect the sales so negatively. Mario Maker outsold the first Mario Maker and sold 7 million plus copies and is still selling at this point. So no. On top of that, Nintendo fixed the controversy. The controversy was no friend, whatever, they fixed it. They had an update for it. So no. The answer is always no, Callum. When it comes to Switch, their answer is always no. But I mean, I guess you can keep reaching. Keep on finding weird stuff to talk about. Let's see here. I am your god 76 with the $5 says no more Spawn Wave, bro. No, I'll be back on Spawn Wave. If you watch the Spawncast, they said, oh, I'll be back. So I'll be back maybe late October. Late October, I'll be back on the Spawncast. Let's see, my friend just got Switch. Last Nintendo console he owned was N64, so he's pretty cool. A lot of old school Nintendo fans coming back. Yes, sir. A lot of people in Japan were upset with Encore censored version because of the West. That has nothing to do with what we're doing over here. And once again, that wasn't a big controversy. That was not a big controversy or anything like that. That's minuscule compared to some of the other stuff compared to like Switch OLED and people bitching about that, or like that's absolutely nothing. And that's Japan. They were upset about that or whatever the case is. It really meant nothing. Really nothing. And the game never was going to sell that much in the first place. The negativity. And on top of that, Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Switch outsold the Wii U version. So whatever negativity you want to say that, oh, it affected sales, it didn't. Because the game outsold the Wii U version of the game. So whatever it sold on the Wii U, it did better than that. So even if you want to include that game, well, the Switch version sold better than the Wii U version. So no. The answer is always no, guys. When it comes to Switch, the answer is most of the time no. So when you hit him with the timeout. So yeah. It's not too bad anything. The game sold what it sold. It's not a big deal. Let's see, if anything, controversy makes the game sell better. Yeah, I think controversy definitely makes the game sell better. I mean, like I said, if Callum actually watched my videos, if some of you guys actually watch my videos and listen to what I had to say, you wouldn't be sitting here confused on stuff like that. Because you would know the ins and outs of sales and business. It's like, Party Man, you watch the vids. You've been around. You know what I'm saying. Like, because you watch and you absorb that knowledge and you know what's going on. Just because you do a good job of actually, using your brain and watching the vids and understanding. But some people, they don't want to do that. They just want to guess. They just want to guess stuff. They just want to assume things. And that's the problem. That's the biggest problem with gamers these days. A lot of gamers just want to assume, just want to make up stuff. and they're very impressionable. They see something online, and then therefore, oh well, negative. Oh, people are upset. Oh, well, I guess that's going to be bad. Instead of looking at actual facts. I mean, this is stuff that the internet does. This is something that's typical. And then they don't watch the actual people that are giving you the real information. You know, they watch the stupid videos of people just saying whatever, just to be for clickbait. You know, and not actually showing like super facts. Not actually showing. They're just going off of what Twitter says. Like a lot of time people go off of what Twitter says. Like Twitter, going off of what online says. Like you cannot go off of that. But clickbaiters don't want you to think that because then they lose their power. People who are hardcore negativity or hardcore clickbait, they want you to think that the internet outrage when it comes to certain things oversees everybody else. They want you to think that because that's how they have power. They have power in numbers. If you say, well, you know what? If your opinion doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things, it makes it seem less significant. And no content creator wants to seem less significant in what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see that. They want what they want and for their audience when it comes to gaming content creators. So therefore, they won't let you know about like the reality of the situation, right? They won't let you know about that. So that's kind of how it works. So yeah. So he says, yeah, all of a sudden he wouldn't be surprised if the next Pokemon game doesn't sell well. Yeah, the next Pokemon game won't sell well. No offense to Arlo. No offense to Arlo. I think he's a good content creator, but when it comes to sales and business, he has no idea what he's talking about. And that's not a hate on him. That's just not his forte. His forte is puppeteering and just talking about what he likes. Just complaining. That's what he's good at. He's good at complaining in an effective manner. He's pretty good at just talking about gaming news, and he's good at making videos like reviews and stuff like that. When it comes to sales and business and stuff like that, he has no idea what the hell he's talking about. He has very little to know he doesn't know what he's talking about. So it's not a knock on him. It's not a knock on him. I've seen some of his vids and all that, but no. I mean, I don't know if because I didn't see that vid that he talked about that. Maybe Callum, you're reaching in terms of what he had to say, but saying that a Pokemon game won't sell well, that's stupidity. Saying a mainline Pokemon game won't sell well, that's absolute stupidity. That's not. I mean, it doesn't even have to be main. I mean, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold 13 million copies. Let's Go Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee, that sold 13 million copies. That's one of the best sellers on Switch. So no, that's stupid. It's dumb. Anybody that would say that doesn't know sales. They just don't know sales. And then once again, they think that controversy oversees most people, which is just, once again, they're letting the internet speak for them, and that's okay. And like I said, that's for the fan base. That's for his base. That's what his base is used to, complaining about certain things, putting, oh well, I don't think it's because of the controversy because people are gonna. No, it's Pokemon. Come on now. No, like absolutely not. But hey, it is what it is. Let me get this next track for Shamsa's music. Sorry about that, Shamsa. I got into a little bit of a rant. My castle, Castle Town, Deltarune. All right, my Castle Town, Deltarune. Let's go. Okay. Sword and Shield was the best-selling JRPG in the past 20 plus years. Yep. Yep. Let's see here. I'm praying it's Sora. You're praying to the almighty bejesus that it's Sora. Olanande just says things. Some of his statements about numbers are kind of trash. Yeah. Listen, guys. There are very few Nintendo content creators that actually know sales. Like, very few that actually study sales, know sales, go in depth with sales. There's very, very, very few. You know why? Because it's boring. Sales are boring. They're just boring. That's why there's so much misinformation on sales. That's why people come here. Most of you guys don't care, which is okay. Most of you guys don't want to look at numbers, don't want to look at pre-orders, don't want to look at the COMG, don't want to look at all that because it's boring as hell. Who wants to sit there and look at numbers? Who wants to analyze Amazon sales charts? Who wants to nobody wants to do all that. You just want Nintendo to tell us in a top 10 about which games sold the most, and that's that, and then just base your opinion off of that, right? That's what most people want to do. You know, like, do I like looking at sales numbers and checking with my sources and looking at inventory reports and checking with my sources and saying, hey man, like, how much are you guys pre-ordering? What's the shift looking like? I don't like doing all that. It's boring. But I've been doing it for a long time, and a lot of you guys come to me for that type of stuff, and I want to explain it. I want to explain it to you guys. I want to try to get somebody to know how this works. So that's the reason why I do it. But most people don't want to do all that. It's boring as hell. Like, it's not fun. That's the same reason why some people think that Metroid Dread won't sell at all, because they don't want to do any research. They don't want to do any research. They just want to base it off of what Nintendo's already done in the past. They don't want to base it off trends. They don't want to, I mean, like, listen, like, if you're a financial, like, investment banker, I'm not an investment banker, so don't take my advice, but as somebody who's worked in sales before, somebody who's worked, you don't go based off of what's happening right now. You go based off of what's happening with trend. There's projections. You sit in meetings and charts and you say, okay, we're going to spend this so we can get this, and then we're going to do this. What I'm seeing right now, and based off of what I've seen, is that Nintendo's spending a lot more because they feel they're going to do a lot better. Nintendo wouldn't be, and usually it's dynamic. If a game is pre-ordering well, if the game is doing well, they'll ramp it up. If a game isn't pre-ordering so well and things don't look so hot and they don't think they can turn it around, they'll ramp it down. Let me give you guys 2 examples of this. Metroid Dread. Ramp up. Nintendo's marketing plan was going to be big, but as they saw more people were pre-ordering, more people were doing, they're like, okay, it's money. We're going to change plans. We're going to start doing the billboards. We're going to start, like, they started ramping things up as they started seeing more pre-orders come in. Neo, The World Ends With You, Neo 20. They started looking, okay, hey, we have this type of promotion. People weren't pre-ordering it. They were putting out marketing, they were putting out videos, and people weren't, so they just said, you know what, we're not going to spend more than what we need to spend on this. So therefore you saw less and less promotion of the game, and it didn't ramp up. So sometimes the plans are dynamic. The marketing plans can be dynamic based on how the game is pre-ordering, how the game is doing, what you're going to get back, what you put in, your return on investment, like what you feel you're going to get day 1, week 1, month 1, you know, and all that. So that's the difference between it. And most people will never, what Nintendo content creators have told you something like that? 0, because none of them work in marketing and sales. None of them know about that type of stuff. They just think, oh, well, I see this and that's that, and that's fine. There's actually nothing wrong with that. But myself, I've worked in sales and marketing. I worked in business for a decade before I started really doing this full time. Okay, so I've been working in sales and marketing since the early 90s, 2000s. Okay, been working in sales and marketing, so I know these things. You know. A lot of people don't. So that's why I find, like, the question that Cal M said, that was stupid. No, the negativity won't affect anything. It never does. It never does on Switch. So no, it won't. And to be honest, Metroid Federation Force didn't do well because it wasn't that great of a game. If the game reviewed like a 90 something or whatever, people would have bought the hell out of it. If you want me to be completely honest. So it had nothing to do with the negativity, people being mad about Metroid. It had more to do with the game didn't review well, didn't score well, and people didn't like it. And people didn't like it as much. But if the game was good, it probably would have done better. Plain and simple. I majored in marketing, business administration, study stats. I like boring sales. I'm the reason I'm subbed. Thank you, Superpower Man. Some people do like boring sales. Some people don't, you know, it just depends. I mean, but it's boring. Most content creators don't want to worry about boring. And sales numbers don't get you clicks either, guys. Like, it doesn't really get you clicks. Queen Delta Rune. All right, let's get this next track going. Thank you, Shamsa, for your big support for today. Honestly, it really is. It really is awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I was all right, Shy Guy though. I wear is mentioned a lot, but I can't stand his take on Sword and Shield. All right, that's old, dude. I don't want to get blocked again for no reason from Shy Guy, so I will refrain from talking about him at all. So yeah. So let's see here. So Game Freak is lazy because they can be afford to be lazy. Other companies have to try to release a good game to make money. I don't think that's necessarily true in terms of things, because Game Freak is owned by the Pokemon Company. So I don't think Game Freak is lazy. I think the Pokemon Company gives them an allotted time to make certain games and do all that. And so they would need more time in order to do that. It's not to say that they release bad games, because they don't really release bad games. Pokemon Sword and Shield isn't a bad game. People just think the graphics suck. You know what I'm saying? But the game isn't bad. It didn't review bad. It reviewed okay. You know, it reviewed pretty good. I think it has like an 80 on Metacritic or something like that. So it's not like it's a bad game. So I think I mean, I guess you have an opinion, but objectively, I don't think that their games are bad. Like, they're not broken, they're not super glitchy. You just think that the graphics aren't good, you know? Let's see here. Since you kind of done with the Sales Saga, Shams had to bounce for the evening. Oh, she had to bounce for the evening? Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I thought she said the music. I thought she was talking about the music. Okay. Shout outs to Shamsa, though. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate that. I didn't know she had to bounce. I thought she was going to stick around for a bit longer. Okay. Yo, shout outs to Karen Buckley. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. Says, OJ, can you play No More Heroes 2 for listing? Yes, I can. After I play all of Shamsa's music, I can. Thank you for the $2. So yeah. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Yeah, lazy's just bandwagoning. Anybody who's made video games before, you know that like you can't create what they create in the time that they're given to create it. You can't create. I mean, if you're given a year and a half, 2 years to create a game, a sprawling game with hundreds of Pokemon with different animations and different moves and battling and mechanics and online play and all of that type of stuff, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare, and it's not something that can be easily done. You know how I know that's not something that can be easily done? Because how many other developers do it? What other major developers say, hey, we're going to make a game with 1,000 Pokemon or 500 Pokemon or 500 of these creatures that all have different attacks and the online play is all balanced. Oh, by the way, we're going to do it in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that in 2 years. Like that's just, people don't do it because it's just too difficult. It's not something that's easy to do. Game development is not easy, and nobody that makes a product like Pokemon or makes certain products are lazy. None of them really make lazy, you know. None of them are that. Even Call of Duty developers aren't lazy. Even they aren't lazy. I will tell you what is lazy though. FIFA on the Switch, that is lazy because it's literally the same thing. They literally take the same game that they already made and then just make a roster update. They literally just change the roster update stats. Like it's the same model, same character, same everything. They just roster update it. That is lazy. FIFA on the Switch is lazy. That is lazy because you're not doing anything. You're really not doing. You're not doing anything. There's nothing being done. There's almost nothing being done at all. In which EA literally says, "Hey, this is the same game as last year's game." Like they tell you that in with the game. That is lazy. They're telling you it's the same game. You know. So that's what I define as lazy. I agree. It's okay to criticize Game Freak, but saying the game. But to be honest, guys, a lot of people would disagree with what I'm saying right now. So, but this year saying the Game Freak is greedy and lazy. I mean, greedy, that's fine. I mean, if you want to say that they're greedy, that's fine. But I mean, like, they're the game developer. They're not the publisher. They're the game developer. They get a salary from the Pokemon company. The Pokemon company pays them. So, I mean, like, if you want to say the Pokemon company is greedy, yeah, it's a capitalistic business, yes. All these businesses are greedy. Yes, you know why they're greedy? Because they're capitalistic businesses that are publicly traded. So yes, they are greedy. I mean, I don't know why people are thinking that like, game developers are their friends and all that. Like, whenever I see people say, "Oh, well, game developers aren't your friends," it's like, no shit. Excuse my French. Like, yeah, what you gonna go hang out with them? What do you mean? Like, I'm not asking for anybody to be my friend. You guys, like, it's such a stupid comment to make. It's like, yeah, like, no duh. Yeah, they're not friends. They're not. What am I gonna go hang out with freaking Junichi Matsuda or whatever? I'm gonna go hang out with Kojima? No, he makes a video game. If I want to buy it, I'll buy it. If I don't, I don't. I don't want to be their friend. What the hell? Like, it's such a stupid comment to make. They're not want to be your friends. No developer's trying to be your damn friend. What the hell, dude? It's such a stupid statement to make. As if there are actual developers that want to be your friends. No, nobody wants to be your friend because that's weird. They just make a video game. If you want to buy the game, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. Then move the hell on. People treat it like if it's some type of weird type of symbiotic relationship or something like that. It's not. This is a freaking video game. This is so yeah. Well, they got new content coming out this year, Callum. So I don't know why you're bitching about that. So new content's coming. A lot of you guys are. I hear a lot of like Animal Crossing fans complain about that, but you guys know that Animal Crossing New Horizons isn't done yet. They're going to be making content for this game for the next tons of years. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about, oh, well, New Leaf had more. Well, New Leaf didn't have some of the stuff that Horizons has. Okay, so every game is different. And it's a 3DS game and not even in HD. It's a like 240p screen. So who cares if New Leaf had more content? That's not the point. What ends up is how long or how much content it's going to have by the end of it. So it just came out. It just came out, and they're literally having a direct to talk about more content. So I don't know why you're complaining. Let's see here. It's just sad that these big YouTubers are saying the Game Freak is lazy. It's not sad if that's their opinion. If they want to say that if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. So it's not sad at all. Who cares? You can just disagree, and that's that. It's not sad. I'm not sad. Like YouTubers can say whatever the hell they want. Hey, Jai, how you doing today? I got a break, so I missed everything. Hey, what's up, Mr. Davis? I'm doing good, man. How are you? New Horizons isn't lacking. You can completely make an island how you want. Never been possible before. Yeah, exactly. That's true. So yeah. Yeah, but that's moving the goalpost, or that's deflecting though. Well, what if you're not into the content that Animal Crossing New Leaf had? You know, what if you're not into that? You could not be into the content that's there, and you could be more into making the island however you want. You could be more into what they added on there. So, I mean, that's easy to say. Oh, well, I could just not be into what you're saying is better. You know, so that's dumb. What he's trying to say is that New Leaf had some things, but Horizons had other things that they're adding. And once again, they're not done. The game has only been out for a little bit over a year, and they're going to add new content. Like, they're going to keep going with this. So, but some Animal Crossing fans are nuts. They're trying to kill the developers. They think it's a live service game, and it's not. When there's new content, it'll come out and it's free. You don't got to pay for anything, and they're going to be supporting the game for a long time. So, like, you got, like, put the game down, okay? You probably played the game for hundreds of hours, right? So just shut the hell up, put the game down, wait for the new content to come for free, and then play it again when it comes out. Stop constantly bitching about the same thing over and over and over when they already announced new content is coming, Callum. Like, you come here and complain about this every time you're here. Every time you're here, you complain. Even after they've announced new content, you still complain. Like, they have a whole direct where they're doing it, and you're still complaining. Like, what's wrong with you? Kathy, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. It's like me complaining about when's the final Smash character coming when I already know when the final Smash character is coming. Like, I already know. I already know when the character is coming. Why am I still complaining that it's not giving me what I already know? It's coming on October. They're going to show us who it is. So, okay. At least wait to complain until after they talk about what content is coming. Let me play this next music here. More Shamsa music. We have Elegant Entrance. I just don't understand people who complain. Even after you got what you want, you still complain. It's not a live service game. They're going to be supporting and updating this game probably every year. There's going to be smaller and bigger updates every year. They're going to get a bunch of content in there. Just stop complaining about it. It's you got your money's worth. Animal Crossing people are some of the most annoying people ever. Seriously, like, they sit there dead ass play a game for 600 hours, be like, "What? That's it?" Like, y'all the most Animal Crossing people are the most annoying people in the world. Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Animal Crossing might be more annoying because Animal Crossing, it's like you get everything for free. You get all the updates for free. You get all the content for free. And you'll sit there and complain that it's not this or that in like the first year when you know good and well that they're gonna add stuff for free. Yet you're still complaining, still complaining, still complaining. Even after they've announced stuff, you still complain. This is weird, man. This is weird. Animal Crossing are the most annoying though. One of the most annoying. So yeah. Yo, Mr. Davis, thank you for the $10. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Shout outs to Mr. Davis. Not as bad as Pokemon. Yeah, not as bad as Pokemon fans. No, because Animal Crossing is actually a really, really good game though. Pokemon isn't as good as, you know, what some other people think it should be or whatever the case is. But Animal Crossing New Horizons is actually really, really, really good, you know? So I think that's the difference there. Yo, Mr. Davis, thank you for the 10 and thank you for the 5, man. Thank you for the 2 donations back to back. Let's go. So yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Shout outs. Yeah, New Leaf had more at launch, but there were certain things that they have to work on New Horizons over New Leaf. Like when you have something like terraforming, when you have something like 8-player online, those things that take precedence over adding in some extra content or whatever the case is. That's the type of stuff that gets shifted over. You know what I'm saying? So Callum, you're not giving them any credit for doing some of the new things that they put in. You're just worried about content. Okay, well if New Leaf actually had terraforming and 8-player online too, then maybe you would have more of a point, but it doesn't. So they had to do some other things. And on top of that, the game had to get delayed because the quality of the stress, they didn't want to crunch. So like you're still complaining and whining about something, yet you know that the developers had to delay the game just to even get the game done, so there wasn't crunch, yet you're still complaining. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem that I have with you. It's like you won't, first of all, you won't shut up even though we already know that there's more content coming. That's the first thing. And this is not just the Callum, this is just talk about just games in general. But second, we know that there's more content coming. And on top of that, you don't want to credit the developers when they said, well, look, we're going to have to delay the game because we're going to have crunch because it's tough to get everything in. You guys think that these games are easy to make. It's not easy making terraforming and making the game not break into pieces. It's not easy doing everything that they did in the game. It's not something that's easy to do. And if you think it's easy, go learn, pick up software, and see if you can make games. And let's see if you can make anything that's even competent at all. You know, that's the issue that I have. You know. Says, couldn't they have delayed it further to add more content at launch? No, because they're going to add content for free anyway. So what does it matter? Why keep on delaying it and keep on delaying it and keep on delaying the game when you're going to add more content anyway? And you don't know when that content's going to be done. You have no idea when that content is even going to be done. So delay it to when? Delay it till now this year so you can add more content so you can be happy at launch when you get that content for free anyway. What about the people who just want to play the game and don't mind, aren't crazy, and don't mind waiting since it's free content? You know, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all to delay the game for like what, a year now? Delay the game for how long? For why? It's all free content. It just gets added when it's ready to go. That doesn't make any sense. Just release the game, and when the content's ready to be released, just release it. What's the point? If you felt that it didn't have enough content, just don't buy the game at launch. Why are you delaying it for everybody else? Why are you holding up the whole release because you don't like what's at launch? Why don't you just wait? You just not buy the game and then buy the game later. Why does everybody else have to conform to what you want? That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. If a game doesn't have what you want at launch, then don't buy it at launch. Simple. Like gamers have become absolutely pathetic. Like, if something doesn't have what you want at launch and you know that there's free content, then just wait. Like, that does not make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see here. So, hey, what's up, Huddy? Welcome. Like they made you pay for it. I would agree, but it's completely free and confirmed to get more content. Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah. All right. It says people played it because there was nothing better to do when it first came out, or maybe people played it because Animal Crossing is a big franchise that people always play. I mean, but okay, I guess people only played Animal Crossing, guys. It's not like it was a multi-million selling franchise that people put crazy amount of hours into before. People only played Animal Crossing because there was nothing better to do. It wasn't because the game was successful and sold double digit in the millions before with people dumping thousands of hours into these games. It wasn't because of that. It was because people had nothing better to do. That's the reason why people played the game. Okay. Thanks, Callum. Your business prowess and your astute, attention to detail has shocked everybody here. It's not like people were highly anticipating it after waiting so long for a new Animal Crossing game on a super popular system with at the time 70 something million units sold or something like that. No, it had people wouldn't have been playing it because of lockdown. Nobody would have played this game. If there wasn't lockdown and all that, nobody would have played it, despite the other games being heavily played and literally tens of millions of people buying the game, one of being one of the most successful franchises of all time for Nintendo. No, people wouldn't have played it, guys. There's no way people wouldn't have done it. There's no way. No, you're not offending anybody, Callum. Your opinion's just stupid. You're not offending anybody. Your opinion just is. It's just bad. It's just a bad opinion. There were AC fans before New Horizons. That's news to me. Yeah, apparently there was. It's the only reason why people played Animal Crossing New Horizons because there was nothing to do. It's not like there wasn't the DS game that sold like 20 million or something like that, or like 15 plus million. It wasn't like there was a 3DS game that sold 13 million. It wasn't like there was. Pretty much every single Animal Crossing has sold. I think the lowest selling one is the GameCube, if I'm not correct, but that still sold multiple millions of copies. So it wasn't like we did. I think City Folk sold 5 million plus. So it wasn't like we had Animal Crossing games where millions upon millions of people were buying the games. It wasn't like we just had something that sold 13 million plus copies with New Horizons. No. That's not true. This is having an opinion isn't an excuse to be wrong. I know. Yo, Omax. That's why I love these conversations, because we can free flow and talk about these things. But here's the thing: people think that their opinion, even though they think that their opinion means that I can just say what I want and people can't challenge that opinion when it comes to certain things, and they will bring up incorrect information after incorrect. Like right now, oh well, people only played Animal Crossing New Horizons because they had nothing better to do. That is not, and there's like it's not factual at all. It's just a thrown out opinion on there. If there's not any factual information. Maybe people played it because there's lots of people play games for lots of reasons. People play it because they wanted to. People played it because they like Animal Crossing. People played it because they can play with their friends. There's lots of stuff. To just say that to try to justify your point is just stupid. Just like people don't want to admit that they were wrong on things or they don't know what they're talking about. They don't want to admit that because of their own personal confirmation bias, right? I'm going to try to say things to support of what I think despite everything else. Well, that doesn't make sense to me because I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to find information in things to confirm what I already think. Confirmation bias. It's obviously it's an incorrect argument. It's fallacious, it's incorrect. But people do this all the time, especially through social media. I never said lockdown didn't boost sales. He said people only played it because of it. And I said, well, no, it was a multi-million super popular game before lockdown, That's like factual that the game sold double-digit tens of millions of copies with people dumping thousands of hours into Animal Crossing before lockdown was even a thing, okay? People did that with Animal Crossing New Leaf. People did that with Animal Crossing on the DS, okay? So those were the last two. The last three Animal Crossing games to come out were New Horizons, City Folk, and I forgot when I think the DS version came out before City Folk or after City Folk, one of those two. But anyway, each one of those games sold 5 million plus. They all sold 5 million plus. I think the two portable ones sold, I think, 10 million plus, right? So the games were super popular even beforehand. But when you have somebody here that wants to do confirmation bias because they don't like what they got or they don't like what they got at launch or whatever the case is, they will try to make up things to support what they're saying. So Callum just did that. Well, people only played it because there's nothing else to do. It's like, dude, you don't want to give it its credit. You could just say, hey, well, look, probably a lot of people played the game because there was lockdown, but the game was super popular beforehand. People were waiting. The Switch is super popular. Just give it its credit actually based on facts, not based on your own bias on what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't want to do that. This is the internet. People don't want, and then they want to disguise it as, oh, well, it's my opinion. No, well, your opinion's wrong. your opinion isn't right. It's not. Your opinion isn't right, It's not a correct opinion, So yeah, my favorite is how emotional some gamers get when their trash takes. Yeah, and look what you just said right there, Huddy. Then look what Callum just said. I'll admit that New Horizons makes me unreasonably angry, and that my emotions about it aren't valid. So there you go. He gets angry. So therefore, he's going to say things, confirmation bias. He's going to say things that are going to be unreasonable because he doesn't like what he got. And that is the internet in a nutshell. They will make up things, confirmation bias, say things because they are angry because they didn't get what they want. So that's why I don't take the internet seriously. This is the exact reason why I don't take blank avatars. I don't take people that just put stuff out there and fake rage. I don't take none of you weirdos seriously. I can't because you guys are emotional over video games. You guys get so emotional over you didn't get what you want because you're a moron and you bought something before you felt that it should have been ready. No offense to you, Callum, not that you're a moron, but the thought process of you can't think for yourself, and if you think to yourself, well, let me just wait. If it doesn't have what I want, I can just wait. But people don't want to do that. They want to just get something, and they want to complain about it when they didn't get, even though they already knew what was in there. We have more access, more YouTubers, more content creators, more everything to show you about games and tell you what's in the game. You could have easily just not bought the game because he just said they should have delayed it. Delay it yourself. You don't have to buy the game at launch, but that's how people are. People want to be angry at something. You could have easily said, if you're willing to say, hey, delay the game because I don't get what I want, that means you don't have to buy the game at launch. You could have waited and just bought the game later. But he wanted the whole game to be delayed because of how emotional he is about the game. You guys see what I'm saying here? Like, people are nuts. I can't take people online seriously. Think about that for a second. A whole thing with free content that's coming out should be delayed because I don't like what I'm getting at launch. Why don't you just not buy it at launch? Like, it blows my mind how entitled some gamers feel. It blows my mind how entitled some gamers are. It blows my mind, dude. Blows my mind. Like, when I don't like something, and I told you guys this, when I don't like something at launch, I don't buy it at launch. If I don't like the price of the game, I don't buy it at launch. If I don't like the content of the game, I don't buy it at launch. If I don't like, I'm not gonna come to. This dude's been coming to my stream for a year complaining about Animal Crossing. This man's been bitching for a year about this same little animals walking around. Like, what? This man's been complaining. This man's been complaining about little animals walking around for a year, dude. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Let's see here. Don't get me started on crazy Pokemon fans. Pokemon Legends needs to be delayed. No, Pokemon Legends doesn't need to be delayed. Whenever it comes out, it comes out. I wait to watch my YouTube play before I buy a game. That's what I'm doing with Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, you can wait. If you feel that it's worth it, then you pick it up. If you feel that it's not worth it, then you just wait. You could look at, I mean, to me, I know just by looking at a game if I want it. I know just by looking at it if I want the game. But yeah. Pick up my lunch, bought me a salad. So what are you talking about? We're just talking about crazy internet gamers. Let's see here. Dudes be craving into the FOMO. So they do because we knew what Nintendo detailed exactly what Animal Crossing had at launch. The developers worked extremely hard. They worked extremely hard on this game. They worked for years because Animal Crossing is not a game that can be made easily. There's so many individual moving parts. Like that's a game that's like a programming debugging nightmare because there's so many little things. There's so many things that you keep. You know, the save data, like how things work in Animal Crossing is very stupid. It's very dumb how things work. It's a hard game to make. So the problem is that they did everything that they could before the launch. And they said, hey guys, well, we're going to have extra content. You know, we're going to have to delay it a bit. They could have got the game out, you know, last year, but they would have had to crunch to get it out. Because you know why? Because of debugging, because of bugs, programming. You guys see a game and you see it complete, a Nintendo game or whatever. You see like no bugs or issues. Like, okay, well, yeah, you just take that for granted. But guys, games are buggy messes. They pay Q&A testers a lot of money, at least Nintendo does, to test and test. Like, they spend all day testing. They spend all day sitting there play the game, and it breaks over and over and over and over. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is notorious for just breaking. Heck, that game had issues at launch. And you should have seen it before launch. Before, it was probably even way worse, you know? So, I mean, that's just how it is, man. Check out my Steven, check out my video. I already talked about how I made a full video on Astral Chain Twins Have a Chance. So go check out my video on that if you want to hear me talk about it more. Let's see, OJ. So far, the Balo 3 looks like polished or a half step. So far, I think it looks really good, but we don't know enough about it. But they already showed off a brand new mechanic in terms of like the Demon Slave. So to me, that's already a pretty good, not a half step at all. Like that's a pretty good mechanic. I mean, the fact that you can have completely huge demons fighting on stage, that's something completely new, and that's only one mechanic that they showed. There's probably going to be a lot more new mechanics, so I think it's too early to say whether it's a half step or not, but based off of what they showed so far, it looks pretty good. I mean, people can go ahead and try to make their own Animal Crossing, all the content they want in a Garage Builder, they can. People don't even want to make Garage Builder games. people can't even make good Garage Builder games. Talk about Animal Crossing game, you know? I just noticed Spider that comes out. Bayonetta 3 looks like a Spider in Spider that Dante fights in DMC 1. Okay. Go ahead. You guys are gonna hear the microwave. So yeah, you guys hear some background noise in the microwave. Let's see, no spoilers, but on the last chapter of Astral Chain, plan on beating it tonight. It's just in time for Tread A. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you can get a hobby that isn't a video game related. Try learning an instrument. Learning an instrument's good. Learning an instrument's really good. This sounds like, what's the name of the video? Just type in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it's on the channel, Steven. But I go more in depth. I think they have a possibility, but I go more in depth on that video. You can watch it in the, just open up another tab and just look through the videos. It's one of my more recent ones. Just type in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You'll see it. And yeah, it's there. I remember a while ago I watched Uncle Al complain. I'm not talking about that guy. We ain't talking about that dude. Monado Mario did not discuss that weirdo monkey on that channel. And like I said, when I call him a monkey, I don't mean that in any type of racial term. I mean that in a term of he's a monkey. He's a Donkey Kong avatar. Like I don't care about that. That dude is weird. I already debunked his video or whatever. I'm not talking about it. No, I'm not talking about it. The thing about that blows my mind is how somebody can sink 600 hours into a game and say that there's not enough content. Because people are weirdos. That's the reason why. People are weirdos. Am I married? I have a fiance, yes. Let's see here. The thing that it seems like a goof. It seems like a goof. Yeah, I'm not talking about him. He's a troll. He's a troll. He's a troll. He's just a troll. So yeah, kind of like Monster Hunter fans, it's never enough, even after 1,000 hours. But at least the game is super good, though. You know. But yeah, you're right about that. You're right about. You guys hear the microwave, by the way. That's the ding sound. I think the first time not wearing a muscle shirt. A muscle shirt? You mean a tank top? No, it's not the first time. Go back and watch my old live streams, my old videos. I wear shirts on there. Any luck snagging a special edition for Dread? No luck, but Nintendo might send me one. Nintendo might send me one. OJ, do you think Kojima will ever do Beautiful Joe? Why the hell would Kojima do Beautiful Joe? Kojima? You mean Kamiya? You got your Japanese people mixed up. Heavy hitters, are you racist? No, I'm joking. I think you meant Kamiya, not Kojima. Kojima does Metal Gear. Kamiya does Beautiful Joe. Let's see here. Understood. I mentioned too many YouTubers. Yeah, you be mentioning way too many YouTubers on here, Minato Mario. You're gonna get me in trouble, dude. Last time you got me in trouble with I think you got me in trouble one time with Dreamcast Guy. You got me in trouble with Shy Guy. You get me in trouble with too many people because people go, hey, did you hear? I was on that black guy stream and he said this about you. Then all these weirdos get upset at me about something and they don't get the context of what I'm saying. So you always be getting me in trouble, always stop bringing up all these other content creators, bruh. Complain about the lack of content in Smash Ultimate. Well, yeah, thousands of hours of playtime. Yeah. Hey, OJ, I got I think about a question. Do you date Bayonetta 3 people up with a game by Metro address? I think that Metroid. Like, what do you mean by that? By Metroids? I don't know what you're. Mr. Davis, Lieutenant Davis, you gotta type a little bit better there. Too many typos, dude. Too many typos. It's a setup. Yeah, I know. I'm getting set up, man. Minato Mario, he's an inside agent for all these people setting me up, dude. Getting set up, man. I'm out here getting set up by Minato Mario, dude. I'm done. Look, all these content creators, they're allowed to say whatever they want. They're allowed to have opinions. They're allowed to say what they want. They're allowed to do whatever they want. I support them. I respect it. You know, I respect it. So, yeah. And yes, Kojima. Go ahead, mixed up all the time. Thanks for the correction. Why are you getting those two mixed up all the time? Oh, okay, yeah. yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, here. My friend's here, guys. Yo, shout outs to the Moral G with the $20 and says, what is your opinion on Smash, bro? Reveal. Let's see here. What's your opinion on Smash? Reveal. The DLC characters on the same date as Nickelodeon All-Stars to stop its hype. Also, do you think Nickelodeon All-Stars will fix Smash Bros. Player and streamer? No, Nintendo did not do the Smash reveal on the DLC characters. That's that Hugs theory, that stupid Hugs theory. No, that's cap. Nintendo didn't do that. They already had the date picked out. There's no evidence or there's no actual, proof that we can go off to say that Nintendo picked it on that same day. When they do Nintendo Directs, they put together Directs months in advance. They put them together months in advance. That leak of the release date for Nintendo All-Stars or whatever the case is, we don't know when that was put in there. We don't have any idea when that was put in there, so we don't know. So there's no way that they could have known. And if it was just a coincidence. It was just a coincidence. They decided to release it on October 5th. If anything, it's going to help out. It's going to help out Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, because people are just going to be looking to play those type of games. Like, hey, here's the final Smash character. We have this game coming out. You can buy this if you're into the new stuff. Obviously, this is the end of this game, and here's the beginning of this new game that we have here. So people a lot of people look at it in a very stupid way because they're angry at something. Hug said that, and people are saying that because they're angry at Nintendo or they're angry at whatever the case is. That came out of anger. It didn't come out of reasonable or logical thinking. It came out of anger. Because Hugs was like, well, no, don't play the content. Don't play Super Smash Brothers. Don't do all this. Support this instead, So it comes out of anger. It doesn't come out of logical thinking. Because if you're somebody who's logical and you're thinking without being angry, then you're going to think and say, okay, well, Nintendo Directs are made months in advance, right? There was a leak about the release date. Nintendo might have known about the release date for PlayStation All Stars, but for Nickelodeon All Stars or All Star Brawl, but maybe they didn't. We don't really know. These are done months in advance, so it was probably just a coincidence because there's no way. Because like I said, that was pre-taped and put together way in advance. So that's what a logical person does. It's probably just a coincidence. Now, if you're angry and if you're upset and you're illogical, Demoral G, then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna try to blame things and make reasoning, like Cal M did. You're gonna have a confirmation bias. Wait a minute, they did this on the same date? That's because of this, and Nintendo's bad, and they're bad, and they've screwed us over. So that's the reason why this happened. So it's a confirmation bias type of thing. You're already upset about something, so you're going to snowball into something that's even more than what it was. It was just a coincidence. That's all it was, based off of all the evidence that we have. There is no factual information on that. We don't know. There's no way to know it. So no, the moral G. I'm not upset at you, but that's my opinion. My opinion is that there's no way that it was just a complete coincidence. Lots of stuff is launching on October 5th. Like October 5th is a big day. Tuesday's a big day. That week is a big week. So yeah. So thank you for the $20 though. I appreciate that, man. Let's see, Nickelodeon All Stars isn't even going to be sale on the Switch, so I don't think their purpose is the final character being the same day on the coincidence. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Like, we don't even know if Nickelodeon All Stars, it comes out on the 5th. But like right now, like Nintendo even did a pre-order bonus deal with them. So like if you want to hold up, I gotta play a different song. Sorry, this song's been playing forever. Let me play this Philistine thing. Sorry about that. Karen Buckley did that 30 minutes ago. He's been waiting for his song forever. All right, no more heroes to Philistine. Okay, sorry about that, man. This Deltarune song's been I played this Deltarune song for 23 minutes. What the hell? All right. So okay. So anyway, Nintendo and the Nickelodeon, they work together to actually have like a pre-order bonus, so you can get the game for $39.99 at launch. So I mean, they're working together on the game to promote the game, pre-launch bonus, pre-order bonus, so stuff like that. I don't think Nintendo wants the game to be not a success. Nintendo's had lots of Smash clones that they've promoted or that they've talked about before. Oh, there's a bug in here. This bug, where'd this bug come from? Hold on, I gotta get this bug. Got it. Got the bug. Nice. Anyway, it's a little bug. I had the window open. I think that's what happened. Window open and bug came through. But yeah, man, like it's weird, dude. I think Sora might be a me costume personally. The me costume for Sora, all right. As much as I'm genuinely excited for Dread, SMT hype is crazy given that somewhat mid-year. Do you think SMT has a chance to get any Game of the Year mentioned? No, it doesn't have a chance to get any Game of the Year mentioned. Because one, it's a Japanese RPG. It's a hardcore Japanese RPG. And two, because it's Nintendo exclusive. And three, because, it's kind of late in the year too. So, no. It has no chance. You mean Game of the, like, what do you mean? You mean like TGAs? Usually people say like TGAs. If you mean like TGAs, no. But if you mean like overall Game of the Year from actual normal websites and non-morons, yes, it has a chance. Absolutely. Let's see. I think the volume's a little bit too low on my mic. I think the music may be a bit too high. I think the volume's fine on my mic. What do you guys think? Is the volume too low on the mic? Here, let me see. Nobody said anything about the volume of the mic, so let me see if I can change it. Properties. It might be like the music's too high, so is the music drowning out my voice? So I don't like using my extra setup here. Let me put up the 87 there. I turned it up more. It's a bit low? Okay. I have it as high as possible. I'm hitting yellow decimals, and I put it up to 87. Sounds fine. Okay. It might be, some people's setups are different than other people's setups, so hold up. HD. Wait a minute. Wait. What mic am I using? What? I think the mic audio is crappy. Hold up. I think I'm using microphone. No, I'm using this. Okay. Microphone. Disable. Okay. All right. Can you guys still hear me, right? You guys can still hear me, right? You guys can you guys still hear me? It's fed. Okay. Maybe music is I kind of low. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let me turn on the audio a little bit more. I can't really turn up the mic anymore, guys. That's about as high as it goes. I'm not using my normal Audio Technica. I'm using this little crap mic. This is what I use for everything. It's not a great mic. So this is about as good as it's gonna. I mean, I can hold it up to here. That's obviously gonna make it better, but I don't feel like holding my mic up like this. So I'm gonna put it down right here. So I'll try to move it a bit closer here. I'll move this back, and I'll move this. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can. Here, I think I can centralize the audio just a bit. Give me a second here, guys. Make it a little bit better here. All right. So, in the meantime, who's watched Squid Game? This is one of the things I like about my break. I can actually watch some. Oops, sorry about that, guys. All right. Who's watched Squid Game? Anybody here watch Squid Game? Super good. All right. Hold up. All right, here we go. Hear you loud and clear. They're trolling. Are they trolling me? All right, so I centralized the audio to where it's right here in front of me. So that should be a lot better. We pull the camera here. Saw episode 1 yesterday. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I binged it last night / this morning. Watched the whole thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. Only 3 episodes. Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers in the chat here, guys. No spoilers. But yeah, it's pretty good. I like Squid Game. It's pretty good. We saw 1 episode. It's a good concept though. Yeah, it's a really good concept. It's like a mix of like Hunger Games, Battle Royale, Money Heist. It's like a mix of like lots of different stuff. I like it. Lots of different stuff. Korea not only make great movies nowadays, but they rocking with Squid Game. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Korea definitely, like, I was really surprised with like how good the dub is of that. Like, that is a phenomenal dub of Squid Game. You know, I kind of want to watch it in the native language with subtitles now. Like, I haven't seen it yet, but like I've seen a little bit of it, but I kind of want to watch it like in Korean with subtitles. But obviously I was watching it with English subtitles and also dubbed. But they did a good job like with like matching it up, like not necessarily obviously like the lips, you know, how it's like it's not gonna be the same, but like actually matching it up, it's pretty good. And like what you'd expect someone to speak like by looking at the person, like how their voice would be, it's very an accurate representation of how you think that person would talk and tone in English. So they did a great job. They did a great job with it. You're anticipating Cowboy Bebop live action? You know, I'm not into Cowboy Bebop, but I think I'm gonna get into it just so I can watch because I do like the main character that's in the live action. I like him from like the Harold and Kumar guy. So yeah, I watched the sub. I think because I watch anime like that. Yeah, I think I need to watch it sub too, just subbed. I think so. I'm guessing that I'm guessing they put on really good performances in their native language too. So the ending was a bit weird. Oh, the ending's good. I think you didn't understand. You didn't understand the ending. That's why you think the ending was okay. I thought the ending was weird too, but go online, then type in Squid Game explaining the ending, and then once you look and once you read what it says there, it's because you didn't understand the ending. That's why you thought it was weird. Like, and you don't know if you're not sure what it means. So go look up further clarification, and then you're like, okay, yeah, it's not weird. It actually makes sense. It actually gets you hyped for, you know, what could happen in the future, because it's not just a movie. It's a series, or it's going to be a series. Obviously, they're not going to let it end. It's too much money. These people are going to be filthy rich by the time that they're done with Squid Game. You know, it's super popular. It's so popular to the point to where I couldn't even stream it because there was too many people streaming it one night. I couldn't even watch it. It was just like, hey man, you can't watch this right now. There's too many people watching it. Yeah, they can do Squid Game. Like, they can do like Squid Game America. They can do Squid Game Africa. They can do Squid Game. It prints money. Squid Game prints money. They can do Squid Game Australia. They can do Squid Game any country. They can do Squid Game in any country. The concept is easy to do. You can think of children's games in any part of the world. There's little children's games and stuff like that you can think of. It's actually genius. So yeah, they're gonna be, oh man, the producers are gonna make a lot of money, you know. They're gonna make a lot. They're gonna have people competing for the next Squid Game seasons and all that, man. Yeah, Squid Game for every region. Yeah, Squid Game and anime. No, it's not an anime. It's a Netflix drama series. It's a brutal Netflix drama series. Like, it's it's like it's hard to explain, but it's like these. The basic premise is like these people that are in debt, that are like in debt and have issues, whatever the case is. They all are competing in children's games, deadly children's games, to win a lot of money, and it takes place in Korea, South Korea. But throughout the whole time, they're competing in these games that are deadly, and you start to learn about the characters and their families and their lives and why they're there. So there's a lot of attachment to the characters and what happens to them throughout the whole thing. So it's good. It's really good. It's very shocking, but it's very easy to binge. But yeah, I was shocked at first, like how brutal the series was. It's like, you're watching and you're thinking, okay, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh man, it's brutal, dude. It sucks. It almost makes it feel like that type of stuff is going on like it's real, because people have, like, you've seen people do that to other people before, right? All this stuff that's happening, you've seen people treat people like that, and that's like the whole theme of the whole, one of the themes of the whole show is like, well, wait a minute, how do people treat each other? Is this so bad? And there could be a Squid Game anime adaptation later on. But yeah, drama is really good. I mean, I think I'd probably watch an anime adaptation, but I don't know if I want an anime adaptation. I kind of want it to not be anime. I kind of want it to just stay actual, like, real people. Like, at least, like, but yeah, I mean, but I mean, never know. The anime might be good if they do one. Bayonetta 3 will be doing good. Yeah, Bayonetta 3 will be good next year. Mr. Davis. So yeah. All right, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, heavy hitters. Sounds like Danganronpa. Yeah. It's like that. Yeah, absolutely. It's like Danganronpa. Yeah. It's like that too. The only difference is that I think you have to vote. It's like mystery intrigue, like who killed who. So that's like a clue type of thing. And then there's like one person. So I mean, there are some elements, but the basic premise is a bit different. I mean, like I said, it's like a lot of things. Hunger Games, Danganronpa. Like, you can take like a lot of different stuff where it's like deadly game, like deadly weird games, and stuff like that. So, how's my vacation been? It's been good. It's been pretty good. My wife could only do one episode a night. She gets too amped up on the edges and try. Yeah, man. My fiance wife, she's been watching it too, so she really likes it too. I binged on it, then she's like, okay, well, I got to binge on it too. So, what's up, Dark Synchron? Um, yeah, exactly, Chuba. That's why I said I don't know if like an anime, like anime doesn't feel realistic to me. Like when I watch Naruto or when I watch, like, it doesn't feel realistic to me. Like some animes have, but most of them don't. Like when I watch Dragon Ball Z, I've never felt Dragon Ball Z is real. You know what I'm saying? I've always just like, this is just cool. So if you make Squid Game an anime, I mean, it could be just because it's going to be grounded in reality, but I think it takes away from the grittiness and the realness of it. There are some animes that I felt that could be real. So for example, like Death Note. Death Note is not real, but I felt like, man, I felt like the concept, like, what if there was a Death Note? What if there was a book that can just allow you? But I never felt like, okay, this is gonna happen. But some animes, yes, but a lot of animes, no, for me. Death Note's probably the closest one where I felt like, yo, like, animes that, in terms of like animes that have supernatural stuff, but isn't like, because like there's animes that are grounded in reality. Okay, this dude's going around talking to these girls or whatever the case is, or talking to this one dude or blah blah blah. It's like where they just talk about stuff. There's that. That's okay. But we're talking about stuff like Rurouni Kenshin and stuff like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like Naruto or stuff like One Piece, like stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I never feel that it's gonna be real at all, But I mean, Squid Games, I could probably feel more of an attachment to it as an anime, but we'll see. You could die and be wished back for the Dragon Balls. Yeah. Do you like the new voice of the actress Bayonetta 3? Some weirdos didn't like the way she said bad boy. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I need to see her full performance, so some people are just getting crazy about it. They're going to buy the game anyway. So yeah, they're weirdos. They're already complaining and whining about a performance that they haven't even seen. that they haven't even seen. I don't have any attachment to the original voice actor for Bayonetta, and I don't care about the original voice actor. I mean, no offense to her, but I don't really care about it. All I care about is the game, the gameplay. I don't really care about her talking, you know. Not even sports anime feel real. Yeah, exactly. Like the basketball anime and all that, like the soccer animes, the Inazuma and all that. That doesn't even feel real at all, you know. So yeah, but that's the cool thing about Squid Game. Like it feels pretty real. Like somebody could do that because money, money and power. Um, agreed. Oh god, there's another bug in here. Yeah, agreed. You can see the emotions more easily in drama and anime. Each have their own pros. Yeah, exactly. True. Yo, what's up, Shinru? What the JoJo boys? Let's get it. Thank you so much, Shinru, with the $10. And he says, evening, OJ, just got home from work recently. Glad to see you streaming, my man. Give me some Crash Bandicoot or I'm a riot. All right, I got you, man. If this bug stops flying into my window here, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna need to get the bug spray out. Crash Bandicoot. All right, I got you, man. Play the original Crash Bandicoot. That original Crash Bandicoot. This is the type of game that we played back in the day. You're just in a shirt and Duntaduns on. I can see Shinru with a shirt and Duntaduns on his favorite furry pillow playing this back in the day. And some Duntaduns sitting down, drinking a cup of milk, and playing Crash Bandicoot with the furries, and Shinru just looking at it like this looks. I like. What's this? This is the beginning for Shinru. This is where it all started. Where this is where the furriness all started right here. Was Crash Bandicoot the first time that he saw who's Crash Bandicoot? Is it his sister? Who's that girl with the ponytail that he be rolling around with? Like, or when he saw that one, the chick, like the one that's like more shapely furry. This is where it all started for Shinru. This is hell yeah. How did you know? I just knew, Shinru. I knew this. This is where the furry begins. Was right here. I also think Astral Chain has my favorite combat. The way you could unchain legions says multiple times out is crazy. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I was saying this since 2019. We about to hear this Steve at Sakurai presentation. Oh, bro, that'd be crazy. That'd kind of go in. I love a remix of this theme. It actually kind of nice though. Is it yeah, Tana? But then I know shouldn't be turned on Crash Bandicoot be locked. He's the only person that I know that turns on Crash Bandicoot as a kid, then locks his doors. Lock. This man, everybody else just play Crash Bandicoot with the door open. Not Shinru. Shinru closed the door with Crash Bandicoot, bro. He's the only person that I know. This man locked the door with Shinru with Crash Bandicoot. Oh my gosh. I want to be a Master Chief in Smash, but this one of the franchises has never been on Nintendo console, in my opinion, so it's very unlikely. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. This is why you do me like that. Shinru, I had to, because it was funny. I just think of things. It's not like I'm trying to do it. I just think of things. I just think of things and they happen. Who do you think the character that will piss off Twitter the most? I don't care, but I'm not really sure. Maybe like a Pokemon or something like that. Stop sharing my DMs. Stop sharing my DMs. I'm sorry, Shinru. I'm sorry I had to do that to you, man. I'm sorry. All right, for real though, guys. We've got 30 minutes left on the stream. Okay, 30 minutes left on the stream. If your Elite Ninja sub has run out, remember, guys, I haven't been shilling my Elite Ninja subs because I'm not back to full-time streaming yet, and I feel like I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm going to do it right now. If you're not, oh my God! Before I can even say anything, Blue Dragon's like, shut up, OJ. Just punch me in the face. Thank you for the $10 donation. JoJo boys in the house. Let's go. Thank you for that. No message though. Shout out Blue Dragon. We gotta move you up, man. You are moving up in the ranks here. Thank you so much, Blue Dragon. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. But Blue Dragon, I do want to tell you guys, if you're not a member yet, we are going to be back to regular operations and streaming. And I am proud to announce today that we're going to be streaming every other day until my break is over. So we're going to be taking every other day. So we're not streaming tomorrow, but then we'll stream on Tuesday. Not streaming Wednesday, and then we'll stream on Thursday. Unless it's like a special event, then we can stream. So we're gonna do every other day. I'm still on my staycation, but we'll do every other day. Unless something comes up, then I can't. But become a member, guys. It's only $1, and it gets you in. We are gonna be back to full time streaming by the end of the month. By the end of the month, we will be back to full-time streaming. So if you want to become a member, get emotes and badges and all that, cool stuff. All right. So yeah, this is where have I been? Where have you been on my channel? First of all, I don't fart breath. First of all, I have never seen you on my channel. First and foremost. Second of all, if you watch my videos, you'll know where I've been. So watch my videos on the channel. So go watch my videos on the channel, and then you'll know where I've been. Or go watch my previous live streams that are up on the channel. You'll know where I've been. So yeah. You clearly don't watch my channel. Does Blue Dragon like the game Blue Dragon? Does Blue Dragon like the game Blue Dragon? I think that's where he got that's part of where he got the name. A doll from Ease would confuse and trigger Twitter. Their anime sword fighter, yeah. Any anime sword fighter that's not named Sora would definitely trigger some people. Absolutely. We have a lot to talk about on Tuesday. Yes, we have a lot to talk about on Tuesday. I have a drink. Sorry, guys. I'm taking a drink real quick. Thank you. All right. Yo, Jesse is punk. Thank you for the tune in tier membership. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for becoming a tune in. Remember, guys, that's only $1. We have been going down in members. I don't know where we are in memberships, but I know once we get back to full-time streaming, we will have more memberships. Once we get back to full-time streaming. That was not wine. It was red juice. It was like red, like what's it? Cranberry, like the cranberry whatever juice. It was cranberry. It was not, definitely wasn't wine. It was just in a wine glass for some reason, because my friend's a weirdo. So yeah. Let's see. You ain't sharing with the village. You guys like it was like the diet ocean spray. That's what it was. That's what it was. Shout outs though. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that, guys. Make sure you hit that tune in tier pledge. Let's get it. Type in member, member to get that done. Let's see where we're at. I haven't checked just because obviously, yeah, we're at 483. So we definitely dipped just because obviously I haven't been streaming as normally as usual, but let's see if we can get back up to 500. Shout outs. Thank you for that membership though. I appreciate that, homie. I really do. Thank you. I gotta stop dropping my memory card, or it's gonna stop working. Then I'm gonna be in trouble. Let's see. Red juice. Yeah, silly red juice. I had some too. Felt dizzy the other day. Couldn't find my pants. Shinru, can't find your pants? I think what happened? If you can't find your pants, that's not a good thing to not be able to find your pants. You got to be able to find your pants. Remember, guys, 30 minutes left on the stream. These streams are for 2 hours on my staycation. So, you guys give me questions. If you guys have questions, tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, PlayerEssence by itself. Any one of those will work, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Coming out tomorrow morning? Yes, I got a video coming out tomorrow morning. We're going to be discussing some Smash Brothers stuff. Yes, video tomorrow morning. I still have to edit it tonight, though. But, yeah, video tomorrow morning. Video tomorrow morning on the channel. We're actually getting back to doing videos every single day at the same time. So if you watch my videos, I talked about that. So we are going to be getting back to 7:30 a.m. Eastern time Monday through Friday, then 9 a.m. Eastern time Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to try my best at least. If I can't, then whatever. But I'm going to try my best. I'm still on my staycation though, guys. I'm just trying to eat because I'm going to come back fully by the end of this month. So I'm trying to just ease my way back into it by starting off with content. And then I'm going to start streaming a little bit more, like every other day, like I said, maybe. Or at least I'll give you guys a minimum of at least 3 times a week. At least minimum of 3 to 4 times a week. So yeah, did you end up beating any Castlevania games? Yeah, I beat 2 of them. I beat Circle of the Moon and I beat Area of Sorrow. Those games are really short. I mean, like you can beat them in like 1 or 2 sittings. Like they're not long. Like Circle of the Moon took me about 10 hours to beat. and Area of Sorrow took me about 8 hours to beat, and I like almost 100% of both of the games. But to be honest though, like the reason why they're short because like you can like rewind and you can like do all sorts of stuff though, like to mess with the game. So like when you die, like you don't have to die in that game. You can just rewind, you know? Like I'm not trying to sit here try to die over and over. So like Circle of the Moon, that game, the controls will make you die half the time. Like the controls in that game, like some of the rooms, like as you go through and beat certain parts of the castle, like it'll get tougher and tougher in other parts. So it's just like that game's super stupid at times. So yeah, I just rewind and stuff because I wasn't trying to sit there and play all day. But although Area of Sorrow, I didn't really have to rewind too much because the game is just better and it's just easier. Like Area of Sorrow is just the easier game. Like you just get way more strong. Like you get all sorts of really strong weapons and all that. Circle of the Moon, you don't. So I mean, you do, but then you don't. You have to use like the DSS system, but the DSS system is trash. Like I don't I don't like the DSS system. The DSS system is terrible in Circle of the Moon. Like there's no quick swap. There's like you have to test it out before you even know what it does. Like it doesn't tell you. Like the Soul system is way better. The Soul system from Area of Sorrow is way better. So, did you get the reprinted copy of Ys 8? No, I already had the standard copy of Ys 8, Jigen. I already got the standard copy of it. Woke up next to Shrek's twin sister the other night. I'm scared. Woke up next to Shrek's twin sister the other night. What the hell? So what? You got a girlfriend, Shinra? What are you talking about? Any spawn class questions, $5, John Doe. So if you want to ask a spawn class question, $5 a pop. Finally finished Final Fantasy 12 the other day, finishing up Metopia to focus on Metroid coming up. Metopia, okay. So all games can be way longer if you grind to go for completion. Yeah, if you grind to go for completion, but that's like stupid. Like I think that's just like that's like fake content because like the drop rates on that are ridiculous. And if you really want to get the drop rates to be good, you need to go buy that $300,000 ring. You need to grind in like certain parts to get that $300,000 ring. You know, there's parts where you can go and grind for money, you know, that are pretty good for grinding for money in that game. But it's like, I don't really feel like doing all that. So yeah. Yeah, I have a Monday morning video. Yes, I do have a Monday morning video. I already stated that, Mr. Davis. Really think Dread is going to get Game of the Year love. I'm hyped, but I feel like Nintendo games get the shaft. Yeah, I'll get Game of the Year love from lots of people. Yeah, I will. Because it's Metroid. Will it get Game of the Year from lots of publications? Probably not. Will it get Game of the Year love? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. So yeah. Hey OJ, I can't wait for Metroid Dread, but the bosses look tough. Hope Nintendo will allow us to skip bosses, otherwise no buy. Yeah, that's a nod to that one person on the funniest website ever, Twitter. Twitter's the funniest website ever because, you know, there was somebody on there that said that we should just be able to skip bosses, you know, like just skip the game. Why should you even be able to play the game? Just skip everything. Just be able to if you don't want to play a segment, just skip it. If you don't want to beat a boss, just skip it. If you don't want to play, it should just play it for you. You should just be able to skip everything. Like just like start the game, skip everything, then play, and then the game is done, and then there you go. It's your game. It should be just that's just how it should be done. Yeah, that post was terrible. She got super ratioed. It's like this is what I'm talking about. Like casuals are like, y'all getting bold. This is what I'm talking. Like, see when I speak out against casuals, this is what I'm talking about. Because this is the evolution of easy mode. This is the absolute evolution of easy mode. Like we already got easy modes. We've already got casual modes. We've already got games are already extremely easy, but it's not enough for people. It's not enough because now people want to just be able to skip everything. Skip bosses. Like most games don't even have real bosses anyway. Because this person's probably talking about PlayStation and Xbox. Most games don't even have real bosses. A lot of these games have fake bosses anyway. And or it's extremely easy. Games aren't hard, so what are you crying about? I don't get it. I'm gonna predict the last fighter, Phoenix Wright. Not the hypest announcement, but I think that would be satisfied with that choice. I think Phoenix Wright would be a pretty hype announcement. Phoenix Wright, that'd be dope. Like, cause that's like a non-conventional character. But I think Phoenix Wright would be that'd be a good pick. That'd be a good pick as the last one. I think that it could be if it's a Capcom character, Phoenix Wright, Beautiful Joe, one of the what's it called? Resident Evil. You know, there's good Capcom picks. Shin Megami Tensei. A lot of you guys Nahodino. You know, is going to be the pick. Astral Chain Twins first party. If we're going with that, I mean, there's Sora. Obviously, there's that. There's a lot. There's. It's going to be interesting to see who it is. It's going to be interesting. I hope all the games option you do skip everything. Yeah, just skip everything. Just skip everything. You know. I really hope that they do me costumes first. Oh man, if they do me costumes first, that would be torture. I don't think they're gonna do me. They're gonna set it up just like the other games. They're gonna set it up where they have like the reveal trailer, and I think this is gonna be the most grand reveal trailer of all time. What they're gonna do, they're gonna put like everybody or almost everybody like all just come in there, and then it's gonna be like, who's the last character? Then all of a sudden it's just gonna be like, oh, and it's gonna be like, shh. It's gonna be like Master Chief walks out. He's like, Master Chief is ready to shoot or something. I don't know. Master Chief shoots into battle. I don't know who it's gonna be or whoever it is. It's gonna be like Sora. Fine. Like if it's Sora, it's gonna be like a bunch of like the magical characters in Super Smash Brothers. Then all of a sudden you're just gonna see a door with a key in there. Then all of a sudden it's gonna unlock, and then it's like, and then it's gonna be like a fake out. It's gonna be like one character, and then that character's gonna get like knocked out of the way. Then it's gonna be like Sora unlocks into battle. Sora unlocks the battle. I'll tell you, that's how it's gonna be, dude. That's how it's gonna be. I'm predicting that the final DLC character will be a bear Pokemon that revealed last year. A bear Pokemon? Nah. Speaking of Twitter, at least Sony handheld mock-up and tweet looks pretty dope. Say what Nintendo Steam Deck won't stand a chance. Yeah, won't stand a chance. Please soften up on these weirdos. It's refreshing to hear people actually get called out. Please never soften up on the weirdos. I thought you said soften up on them. You get called out accordingly. Hey, look, man, it's all good fun. We're just talking about video games here. But yeah, I'll always kind of go in on the weirdos a little bit, guys. You guys know me. Maybe they can do it. Everyone is here type of reveal. Yeah, and then it's like the last character is just like, who's the last? And they're all like waiting around, and then all of a sudden it's like, and the last character comes down. Twitter gets thrown into a frenzy. Steve, all the weird little Minecraft nerds, like, Steve, I'm gonna play Smash Brothers for like 2 seconds now. Well, Mom, Steve made it in. I'm gonna build. You know, you have these weirdo Minecraft people in here. You have all the hardcore Smash people. Like, where's what I want? It's not what I want. I wanted this person. You know. So yeah, Smash Ultimate is the best crossover ever. It's one of the best, that's for sure. I feel like some games just don't want to be challenged anymore. Nothing wrong with having a relaxing time with the game, but sometimes you get a game with a good challenge. Yeah, but I think at the same time, people want to boss developers into doing what they want them to do. It's like, ain't nobody trying to sit there and skip bosses. Like, they spent their just so you can skip it. That's playtime down, you know. Shin with the $5 says, give me RE rep for Smash Ultimate. Put the dollars in the pockets. Leon, Chris, or Jill. I like Sora, but those guys are dope. Yeah. I would take Leon, Chris, or Jill. That'd be hype. I'd be hype with that. I still think that it could be a Capcom character. I think that person who made that post could be trolling us. I think he could be trolling us. I think he knew the date. He knew who the character was, but instead of actually telling us, he wanted to throw us off, which I talk about in my video tomorrow. Let's see here. If they do Sora, that would be cool if it's followed by Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement. They're not going to do that. They don't ever do that because the schedules just don't line up. But no. If they were going to do a Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement, it wouldn't be randomly right now at this point. It would have been like at E3 or it would have been, but Nintendo never does that. There's never been a time where we get a character and then all of a sudden the game comes. It's an announcement for the game too. Like I don't think that's ever happened. It didn't happen with Snake. It didn't happen with Joker. It didn't happen with Banjo. It didn't, even though Banjo-Kazooie is coming to Switch now. We know that that's coming to Nintendo Switch Online, but that was a while ago, right? So there was never any type of announcement that follows with it. That's just fans always hoping for something, but it never happens. It almost never happens. First party character, maybe. It's probably happened, but not a third party character. I don't recall a time, like even like Final Fantasy, there wasn't any type of Final Fantasy announcement, you know, or anything beforehand, or like Street Fighter announcement when Ryu and Ken got in, or anything like it never happened. So nah. I would love for that to happen too. Kingdom Hearts 3 is, I don't like the game, to be honest, but like, but it just, don't expect that, Huddy, because it never, I mean, throughout the whole history of Smash Brothers, dating back to when they started doing third-party characters, it's never been some type of, oh, here's the announcement for the game. That's never happened. So, yeah. You know, so yeah, only Hero? Nah, Hero wasn't, because you know why Hero wasn't? Hero wasn't because Hero was already an established character that had been on Nintendo platforms multiple times beforehand. You know, so Hero wasn't even one either, because we already knew about Dragon Quest XI on the Switch. Dragon Quest XI was announced for Switch a long time ago, and there's already been multiple Dragon Quest games on Nintendo platforms. We already had Dragon Quest, you know, some of the DS ones. We already had a bunch of Dragon Quest games. I mean, it's already been on Nintendo platforms. We had Dragon Quest on Wii U. We had Dragon Quest on Switch. We already had that. So nah, I wouldn't even say Hero was one. You know. So yeah. Just sort of seems weird for Nintendo since 3DS is only console to have a Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, might be, but we'll see. We'll see. People are so desperate. Oh, except that your favorite is not getting in. Dragon Quest 11 was shown in Switch 2017 presentation. But yeah, and it was announced even earlier than that, though. Like, it was announced even earlier before that. It was one of the first NX games. Like, they announced it when it was the NX. They announced Dragon Quest 11. I think Awata was still alive at that time. Let's see here. Jonesy would cut the player base down. Sure, bringing Jonesy. There's 12 more. There's more 12-year-olds to play. I think we already got our troll 12-year-old pick, and that was Minecraft. So, like, I think that was that. I don't think they're gonna put Jones. I think it was either gonna be Minecraft dude or Jonesy. I don't think it was gonna be like both of them. I don't think there's gonna be both of them. But then again, we got Cloud and Sephiroth. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be both. But you never know. Right at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. Sub-Zero haters. Here's the reason why Sub-Zero's not getting in, Wolfstar, and I'm pretty sure I've already told you this, but I think you might be joking. But just so we can make sure that we clarify this, Mortal Kombat is banned in Japan. The newest Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 11, is banned in Japan. As in, it's not allowed in Japan. As in, you can't buy it legally in Japan. Normally in Japan. It was refused classification. Okay? So I highly doubt that Nintendo would put in a character from a game that's not even officially available in Japan. That you can't even buy the game officially in Japan. Now, you can change your region on your Switch and buy the game, you know? Or you can import it. Japan doesn't disallow that. But officially, you can't buy Mortal Kombat 11 in Japan. It was banned. So I highly doubt that Nintendo is going to put a character from a game that literally got banned. And yes, there's previous Mortal Kombat games on the Switch or on Nintendo platforms. I get that, but the newest Mortal Kombat game is banned in Japan. So I just don't see them putting in a character from that. Like, oh yeah, Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 11, the game that was banned in Japan. So yeah, no, it's not like Guns. Guns, that's like legal system. Japan banned it was refused classification. So, not from the government. You can play it and you won't get arrested or anything like that. You don't need a permit to play Mortal Kombat. So, you can buy the game in Japan. You just can't buy it officially from any normal store or from any, like, you can buy it on the eShop, but you can't buy it from the Japanese eShop. You have to go change your region. You have to buy it from a different one. Same thing goes for PlayStation. You have to buy it from a different region shop. So, yeah. Wolfstar, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I think you clearly don't understand what I'm saying. If you're using Fire Emblem was never not allowed in America. Nintendo just didn't localize it, but it was never not allowed. That's not the same thing. What I'm saying is that Fire Emblem was never refused classification. Let me try to explain this very clearly so you guys can understand, so people can understand it, because I understand not everybody can think clearly like me at times. Okay, listen. Every game is rated, okay? Every game has a rating, right? So like ESRB, right? That's what we have here in the US is ESRB. In Japan, they have their own rating system. Everywhere has a rating system, right? If your game doesn't get rated, then it can't release officially. They can't do it. Japan deemed the ratings board in Japan, the people that compose of the ratings board in Japan deemed Mortal Kombat 11 too violent, too much stuff, and they refused it classification. So it got basically like an MA rating. Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony don't allow MA games on their systems at all. You need to get a classification of mature or down. But an M-rated or a MA game is refused classification. So it wasn't allowed to come out. So they can't buy it, you know? So I doubt that Nintendo's going to put a character from there on there when it was refused classification in Japan. So that's all I'm trying to say. Fire Emblem was never refused classification. It was just not localized. There's a very big difference between the two. Like for you to compare the two, that's just silly. You don't get it. So that's the biggest difference. It was never refused classification or refused. The ESRB never refused the rating for Fire Emblem. Nintendo just decided not to localize the game. There is a big difference between the two. So I'm not sure where you're getting that from, why you're comparing the two. It's not the same. Not the same at all. So yeah. No, I don't think that was a good reason for Nintendo to not localize Fire Emblem. I don't think that's a good reason to not do it, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. Fire Emblem games are definitely not boring, especially coming from somebody who plays Borderlands. Like, isn't that game like $5? I can use it as a coaster. So no, Fire Emblem games are definitely not boring. You're just probably not very good at them, and you play Borderlands Wolfstar. So, I mean, I don't think are you the best person to talk about boring games or not? You play Borderlands, like game's $5. It's essentially a coaster. I spent more money on candy per sitting than I've spent on Borderlands. It's $5. I bought it. I did buy it for. I think I bought it for $10. That's what I bought it for. That's about all it's worth, to be honest. And I just kind of trolling. Oh yeah, I know he's kind of. And I'm trolling him back. Wolfstar is cool. I'm trolling him back. But I mean, he likes Borderlands. Borderlands 3. And that game's pretty crusty. I mean, it's only you can buy it for $5. Don't always say Claptrap or Smash. Why would Nintendo put that junk in Smash Brothers? Smash Brothers is known to be like high quality game. We don't need anything from Borderlands in Smash Brothers. That would completely ruin the game, in my opinion. Completely ruin the game. But yeah, Wolfstar's just messing around, which I'm messing around back with him. Let's see, I bought 2 copies of Borderlands 3. No regrets. Yeah, 2 copies. You probably won't even play either one of them either. I don't know. Borderlands 3 is so bad. I fell asleep before I even put the disc in. I was like, while it was installing, I was just like, nah, I'm just messing. The game sold a lot, right, guys? It sold really well. People like Borderlands. People like Borderlands. I mean, did you guys see like the awesome, Borderlands 3 reviews and everything, man? So it's a good game. Good game. Do you really believe that Sora's the last fighter? Because I don't. I mean, I'm all for it. Sora's not gonna. Forget the Grinch Link. Grinch Link has nothing to do with this one. Go watch my latest video on the whole Sora for Smash thing. It's on there. I'll give you more of a Grinch Link they're 2 completely different things. I don't know why people are saying that. Like it's the same thing. It's not. But it's all good. Speaking of Claptrap, I don't want to talk about Jack Black or the Borderlands movie. I don't care. No offense, Minato Mario. I just don't care about it. So nothing for me to say. But OJ, what happened to Mortal Kombat? I don't get it. Why it's been? I told you that it was refused classification because it was too violent in Japan. So they refused. So it never released on the Switch. Nintendo just needs to add Akira Twins Power Lanes for maximum salt. I don't think Akira Twins would get some salt at the beginning because people don't know who they are. But I think once they actually start seeing the characters play, they'd be like, "Oh snap, these characters are actually dope." Because the Akira Twins would be a dope character. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That'd be a dope character. Like, it would be good. They'd be cool characters to use, So, Pauling would be dope too. I'd be down. Yeah, people would be upset, but then once they see how hype those characters would be, like, I think Pauling could be really cool because you can use all sorts of Mario references. She can hit you with a freaking microphone. She can sing like Jigglypuff and maybe make you start dancing for a little bit. like Pauling would be hype, and she's tall, so like you can do some like really cool like long leg kicks and stuff like that. I think that would be like her final smash. She can like get you up on New Donk City, then like say din 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 din, then like her whole band beats the hell out of you, and then she goes like she like just sings and like you just like get blasted off on New Donk City. Like I think that'd be hype, dude. That'd be super cool. Um, she'd have a great moveset. No, it's that I believe that Grinch leaked before now. Any rumor, speculation I see, stop believing them. Yeah, but the problem with you doing that, and then I can bring up stuff that was actually correct though. So you're saying, oh well, because of this one thing, this is not correct. But then I can bring up, okay, well, there was a leak about this that was correct. So I mean, that's the problem though, Christian. You're blinded by, oh well, I'm not believing anything because of Grinch leak. Well, this has nothing to do with the Grinch leak. Just like there's some leaks with Smash Brothers that were correct. I mean, like let's just be real here. There were leaks that were correct. So you can't just say everything's incorrect because one thing was incorrect. That is, unfortunately, a false argument. Unfortunately, but if you want to, if it's your own personal belief, if you don't want to believe anything because so that's fine. But watch what I have to say first, what I said on the, and then you can do that because there are things that are leaks that are true, and then things that are not true. So you have to have that discerning between the two. You can't just say, well, I because of this happened, then I don't believe any of this. Well, that's a, like I said, not trying to be mean, but that's a bad way of looking at it. Because if there's information that's correct, that's factual, then it's factual. If you want to disregard facts because of something, then that's on you. That doesn't mean that it's wrong because of something else that has nothing to do with it. See what I'm saying? Like, that's just like a one size fits all, and I've never played that here on this channel, so that's not me. Abby for Smash, tip the doll, says, give me Abby, Sakurai, don't make me get the golf club. Abby for Smash, let's get it. Someone stated that Akira Twins would play like the Aegis, and he didn't play Astral Chain. yeah, he obviously didn't. If you think the Akira Twins would play like the Aegis, then obviously you didn't play Astral Chain. You didn't play Astral Chain, so yeah. Because even like with Smash Brothers, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, obviously like Pyra and Mithra don't fight like that. I mean, they can in cutscenes, they do, but when you play the game, they sit back and Rex fights. Now in Torna, obviously it's a bit different, right? Like they do back and forth, like you can do back and forth. But I mean, in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like Pyra doesn't fight like that. I mean, she can, but Rex is the one doing all the fighting, you know. But in Astral Chain, like it's different. Like you do combinations, like you fight back and forth, like that's just like free flow combat. So it's nothing. It's completely different. But somebody, obviously, there's morons out there. You know, I say Bandana D. No, he's not in. Bandana D. I can make more D. Dr. Kate. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to see Akira Twins only because of Amiibo. Oh, yo, I'm surprised they didn't do. They should have done an Amiibo for Astral Chain. I'm surprised they didn't do one. You know. You still showing up to too many games. The Spawncast episode last night kind of hinted that you may not be going anymore. Yeah, I probably might not be going to too many games, guys, unfortunately, because I can't, there's just some things that I can't leave here, because there's some things that I'm doing on my break that I have to take care of, and unfortunately it crosses over with too many games, so I probably won't be able to go to too many games, to be honest. So yeah. Probably won't be able to go to too many games. Sakurai for Smash, yes. All right, guys, we got 4 more minutes left. So if you guys ask me your questions, 4 minutes left. Let's go. If you have any music requests, anybody want to drop a donation or new Elite Ninja pledges for music requests, go ahead and drop that. We're going to keep these staycation streams to about 2 hours, and then we'll be back with videos. I got to edit tonight. I still got to edit tonight, which is unfortunate. But fortunate for me, it's not too long of a video, so it shouldn't take me too long to edit. I really want Master Chief or Doom Guy. Not a lot of characters represent the first-person shooter genre represented, and it should be. Actually, no, it should not be represented. We actually don't need a first-person shooter genre represented at all in Super Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers games, and I'm not trying to be mean in the end, but Smash Brothers games aren't represented by genres. They're represented by characters, okay? And it's not like, hey, platformers, hey, action games, hey, this, hey, that. They just pick characters that are cool, whatever game it is, whether it's a fighting game, whether it's an RPG, whether it's that's something that Americans mainly have been trying to categorize Smash Brothers into. Well, platformers. And well, okay, well, action games. Okay, well, fighting games. That's something that you guys have done. Nintendo and Sakurai have never done that. They've just picked characters how they based off of who they want or who they can get into the game. So if they're gonna pick a first person shooter game, it has nothing to do with it. It's not represented. Like Halo, that's not Nintendo's franchise. So why should it be Halo then? So if you're gonna do first person shooter, okay, well then Geist, pick a character from Nintendo's first person shooter, which was Geist. Okay, so Doom Guy, once again, that's not Nintendo's game. That's another game. Doom has been represented on the Switch though, and has been represented on multiple other Nintendo systems before in the past. But Nintendo they don't categorize things by genres, just letting you know. So, no, to be honest, it doesn't need to be, just because there are other genres that aren't represented that much either. You know, there are other genres out there that aren't represented. So, first person shooter doesn't deserve it more than any other genre. That's not even how Nintendo operates when it comes to Smash. It's just not, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just telling you how it is. You know, I understand what you're trying. I'm not trying to discredit like what you think, your opinion, but I'm just telling you Nintendo has never operated based off of genres, and that's who gets into Smash. Like they've never done that. They'll put who they feel like. You know, like they just will. It's just plain and simple. So yeah, not being no announcement would be sick for Smash, but I highly doubt it, dude. If you go on my community page, Huddy, go on the voting for who do you think the next. Lots of people think it's gonna be Nahabino. Lots of people think that it's gonna be that. So a lot of people think it's gonna be that. So I understood I wasn't going this year. Maybe next year once COVID-19 dies down some more. Will COVID-19 die down some more? We've got a lot of stupid people in this country. A lot of people who literally think it's their foregone national right to infect people with COVID, by the way. Like they don't want to, they just want it to be around. So we'll see if it dies down by next year. Hopefully, I think it will, but maybe not. So, what song is this? Donkey Kong? Got an OC remix? What's this? Alright. Okay, let's see here. This is very true. A ton of stupid people that think, like, legitimately think that it's like their natural right to infect people with COVID. Like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to get vaccinated. I'm going to go where I want. I'm going to go to concerts and I'm going to spread COVID, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, there's been many complaints Smash Bros. DLC should be picked based on genre. Yeah, that's moronic. You guys go make a game. Go make a crossover game, get the licenses, and they can go make it based off of genre. That's dumb. Whenever people, I never even talked about it. Like, that's stupid. It's not based off of genre. Like, platform. Shut the hell up. So stupid. So dumb. Nobody cares. If you don't like it, don't play it. You know? But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to get some work done. I do appreciate you guys coming out to the stream tonight. Remember, guys, check out the videos. We are going to get back to doing regular edited videos, so make sure you guys check those out. Thank you guys for the support. Seriously, I'm going to go down to support on the channel. Shout outs to Abby for Smash. I think that was Shinru. Shinru, thank you for the 5. Blue Dragon, thank you for the 10. Shinru, thanks again for the 10, man. Appreciate that. Demortal G, thank you for the 20. Mr. Davis, thank you for the 15. Karen, thank you for the 2. I am your God, 76. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. Shamsa, once again, thank you for the big donation as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything, though, guys. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' support on the channel. Thank you guys for new members, everybody that's came through. You guys are awesome supporting the stream. So thank you guys so much. We will be back on Tuesday for the Super Smash Brothers reveal. If I can't actually live stream the event, we'll do a pre-show. So we should have a pre-show if we can't actually stream the reaction to it. So you guys look out for that. It should be pretty good. Should be a lot of fun. So we'll have more on that, guys. More on that. I'll give you guys more information on Tuesday. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at PlayerEssence and check out the videos. Like I said, once again, I will have a new video up tomorrow morning. So 7:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning, we will have a new video up. So you guys should enjoy that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate the viewership. Over 100 people the whole time. And we will see you guys for the next one. All right, guys. Peace.